Hello, my name is Olivia Naomi Martinez. Some of you know me as Naomi, and my sign name is that. That. Yeah. I think it's because I have energy, right? Am I right? No? I don't know. Yeah, okay. And for my POL, I made a scrapbook, and I'm going to pass this around, so take a little look at it, see what is up or whatever, and just pass it around. Again, hello, my name is Olivia Naomi Martinez. I go to the Native American Community Academy, and I'm going into my junior year. I'm 16 years old, and I'm, in case you're wondering, because I did mention my school, I'm Navajo, Kickapoo, Paiute, Spanish, and Portuguese. And my family is from Kansas, New Mexico. Oh my goodness. My family is from, my mom's side of the family is from Kansas, and my dad's side of the family is from just New Mexico. Okay. Wow. But I was born and raised here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. As a child, I was told to ask a lot of questions and obtain the answers. And when I was in the 3rd grade, my priest at my church told me this story about this little boy and how he was really shy and timid and how he wanted to be more outgoing. So his dad was like, ask questions. And that's what the boy did. And so as he grew up, he became more outgoing because he had all this knowledge that he was acquiring, and he was finding answers to everything in his life, and he became really famous and really smart. And do you know who that guy's name was? It was Albert Einstein. But I wasn't shy at all as a kid. I was actually kind of bossy. In kindergarten, my teacher told my parents that I was a bossy, feisty little kid, and I mean, I still kind of am, but that's okay. Because I still wanted to be more outgoing, and I still wanted to be heard. Where am I? Sorry. So, when I was asking questions, I would gain more knowledge, and I became even more outgoing than I already was. And my communication skills thrived. I became vice president of my school student council last year. I was in a bunch of sports all throughout middle school and high school. I did archery for 5 years or something 5 years. And just asking questions and trying to learn answers helped me get through my life. So when I heard about this job opportunity, I was just so thrilled, and I couldn't believe that I could maybe be working out in nature, because just nature itself delights me. And I really love being out in the mountains and being able to just sit there in peace and quiet and just think and go through my thoughts. And I felt like this job was perfect for me. And then I got it, and it was so exciting. I was jumping up and down after I got the phone call from Will, and I was doing a little happy dance, and I was so excited. And then so my personal goal at the beginning of the season was to absorb all this program had to offer and to learn as many life lessons as possible. So that's what I did. This season, I asked all my crew members and everybody else that I worked with, pretty much, if they would help me with life lessons that I should know, because I'm only 16, and my life is just going to get harder. And I need help, because, yeah, I don't know, it's just, I felt like these people were really easy to talk to, and it was really, they were really honest with me no matter what, and I was so grateful for them. And so that was my goal this season, to learn lessons and figure out how to navigate my life. So if you want to go to the next slide, somebody do that. Oh, I already did that. I already did that. Okay, Olivia Padilla. This is what she told me. She said, live your life to the fullest and don't sweat the small stuff, man. Make time to go outside and rest your soul. Self-love is treating yourself to whatever your heart desires. Always stay hydrated and drink water. Olivia is honestly one of the most caring people I've met. She has such a beautiful soul, and I'm really glad that I got to meet her this season. She just made me want to strive to be a better person. She is just like the best. I don't know how to put it into words. You're just awesome, Mama O. And she really impacted my life. And I'm really thankful that I got to meet another Olivia who's just as cool. And yeah, thank you. Next. Frank. He didn't finish giving me my advice. So that's all I have. He says, stay in school because. He never finished. But Frank's a really hard worker. He's really compassionate, and he just lights up the room. If you guys haven't heard Frank laugh, it's just awesome. His laugh is super contagious, kind of like Hannah's. And he's just a great person, all around. Like Olivia said, he can tell the mood of the room, and it's just great to have somebody like that on your crew that knows when you're hurting, that knows when you need help. And I'm really appreciative of him. Next. Rachel. Okay. Rachel Hendricks. This girl is my sister. Her quote to me was, don't be afraid to do what you want to do, and sometimes the fun things aren't the most important things. Don't be lazy. You have to work hard, and don't obsess over your phone. Which I think we're both kind of guilty of, because we took a lot of pictures this season. I mean, that scrapbook has over 100 pictures. So Rachel is just a really hardworking and wonderful person. I really looked up to her this season. She has been my rock, and she's been there for me since day one, and I've been there for her. We've really grown a strong connection, and I'm really proud to know her and call her my friend and just call her my sister. And she's just been such an inspiration. Seeing her go through this crossroads in her life has been making me think about what I'm going to be in a few years probably. And I just want to encourage her to always remember that no matter what, she always has Crew 14 and her family and everyone that will help take care of her. And no matter what you decide to do next, just know that I'll always be there for you. Okay, next. Derek. Okay. Derek's quote was, you're an amazing person. Don't forget that. You're loved and wanted. Stay positive and never change for anyone. The best you is the real you. Okay. Derek can be a pain, but he's a really great guy. I had to do that. At my POL, at his POL, he said I was annoying, so I had to make sure everybody knew he was a pain. But really, he's a great person, and he's really been a big brother to me this season. He's taken care of me, and he's watched over this whole crew. He showed us right from wrong. He's taught us so many lessons, told us stories about himself, and he's just helped us along the way. I didn't know what I was doing when I came here, and he just really helped me learn and just get used to it, and I'm really thankful for him. Alondra, or Allie, she said, you can do anything you set your mind to, so let go of all the negativity and move forward. Allie, even though she's not here, is a really great person. I was really inspired by her too. She was such like a strong young woman, and I want to be like that. She has so many goals set for herself, and I was really proud of who she was and who she's becoming. And I want to recognize just how awesome that girl was. I mean, she was probably like, what, 5'2", but she was feisty and strong, and she had so much to offer to this world. And honestly, don't mess with her, because she'll take over the world someday. Yazi. His quote, oh gosh, just a lot. Sometimes life is going to chew you up and spit you out, and you just got to keep a positive attitude and work it out. And just keep your goals and who you are in mind. Don't change for nobody, and enjoy yourself. Have fun, and don't forget to smile. Don't beat yourself up for the small things, because you're your worst enemy. This guy kind of scares me. He'll come up behind me and he'll scream and do like this little eek thing, and I don't know, it's just scary sometimes. Plus, like, him and like a pick or a cutter, it's just scary. Like, he goes at it hard, he gets the job done. He's just a really hard worker, and I'm really appreciative of him. He's really helped me understand where my life could be and how to avoid certain situations. He's really helped guide me into to being just a more confident and happy person, because he's got so much like happiness built up inside him, and he's so caring, and I really appreciate just the person who he is, because he really motivates everyone on our crew. He keeps that happy, like, go-lucky vibe, and I'm just really glad I met him. Tino Daniel Holguin. This guy was like my best friend, but he's not here, and he's told me to set goals and follow through, that I can do anything. He was really shy at the beginning, which I liked, because I like hanging out with shy people, so I can get them to be like more outgoing and happy and just like loud and crazy. So he was the one I wanted to hang out with a lot this summer. I wanted to help him grow as a person. And honestly, he ended up helping me. I tend to talk a lot and not listen. So after I came back from a conference that I went to in the middle of the season, I had learned some communication skills and listening skills. And I applied that to our conversations. And sometimes he would just have to tell me to be quiet and listen. So that's what I did. And he helped me just be a better listener. And I was really glad that I met him this season. He was strong and caring, and we picked on each other so much, and I just miss him. I miss how he thought he thought a mushroom was an egg. And so one day he called me over and he was like, look at this egg, look at this egg. And I was like, Tino, that's a mushroom. I was so annoyed with him. And the beginning of the season, he picked up a pine cone and he was like, look, an acorn. And like, I was like, what? That's a pine cone. And he started this like whole thing with our crew and like Crew 12 and a few other people where everybody was saying it was an acorn. And it was really a pine cone. And I was getting so frustrated throughout the whole season. I was like, it's a pine cone, it's not an acorn. Like, ugh. And like, but yeah. So, you guys just know that my crew does not know the difference between acorns and pine cones. And neither does Hunter. Hunter brought me this little tiny green acorn one day, and he was like, Naomi, I got you a pine cone. I was like, no, and I started hitting him. I was so frustrated. Okay, next. And somebody else I just wanted to add in was Hannah. Hannah really has changed my life this weekend. Her advice to me was just so sweet. It said, oh gosh. My advice to you is that you don't need to tailor yourself to match others' wants from you. Be the person you want to be, and the right people will fall into place. This is something I've been struggling with. for a really long time. I always wanted to please others. And when I heard this, it just made me cry at their POL because I knew that here I was okay. And here I was appreciated for who I am. And I appreciate these people for who they are because you guys, you make me want to be a better person. And I'm so glad that I met each and every one of you. So thank you, Hannah. And next. And last but not least, thank you to Rocky Mountain Youth Corps. You guys have really changed me. You've built my confidence, and you've changed who I am as a person. I was really grateful for the Taos trip and being able to be with all my friends, my family, being able to just grow and thrive together. And thank you, Yancy, for making that opportunity available for us. It was a great experience, and I'm just so glad all of this, just so glad that this whole summer got to happen. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna cry anymore. And I just want to end with this. When you find your voice as a young person, it's just preparing you to become a leader. That's what this program is all about. We are training the leaders of tomorrow because we are the future. We are the ones entrusted with taking care of this land, not only for us, but for our future generations to come. And when we find our voice, we find our confidence. When we find our confidence, we find our motivation. Once we have that drive, we can do anything. So this year, and for the many years to come, stand up for what you think is right, what you believe in. Make yourself heard, and make a difference. Thank you.